Can a spouse be disinherited? The answer to that question is the typical unsatisfying response to many great legal questions. It depends. New Jersey law provides that surviving spouses have a right to a minimum elective share, and that's equal to 1/3 of the augmented estate. What's the augmented estate? Well, that's essentially the decedent spouse probate estate, which includes all assets passing under the decedent's will, plus certain assets transferred by the decedent during their lifetime, in which he or she retained some type of control or which were made within 2 years of death. The augmented estate also includes joint accounts with some other person than the surviving spouse, but that does not include life insurance, annuities, or pensions. Although there are federal rules which grant a surviving spouse survivor benefits and pensions and certain retirement plans, which would override New Jersey law. Here's the catch if you are a surviving spouse looking to claim an elective share. Number one, you must be living together as spouses at the time your spouse passes away. Number two, you must actually file a complaint in court 6 months after the appointment of the decedent spouse's executor. And three, the law is needs-based, which means that if you have your own property, either acquired independently or inherited from your spouse, that is equal to or in excess of the elective share amount, the elective share is deemed satisfied and you are entitled to nothing beyond what's put in the will. There is something called the omitted spouse. If before being married, someone executes a will that makes no provision for a future spouse, and that person then dies, the surviving spouse is, with some exceptions, entitled to an intestate share of the deceased spouse's estate. When someone dies without a will, they're said to have died intestate, and New Jersey law dictates the manner in which a person's estate is distributed. The amount received by a spouse under intestacy laws really varies upon whether the decedent had children, whether or not their parents survived, but it can include the entire estate. Look, I know this can be very confusing. So if you have questions about disinheriting a spouse, or if you were disinherited, please reach out to our office. We would be so happy to answer all of your questions and help you through this difficult time.